We're going to start back up with page 467. Down at the bottom talks about exploring CSS styles and web tables, and it's got an image where it shows the highest precedence to the lowest precedence. So when you style a table cell, it's going to take precedence over the table style. So the more specific that you style, it's going to take precedence over the more general. Okay, so we're going to set the width and the height of these cells because you can see they're kind of scrunched up here. So first we're going to set the width, and we're going to do this in our CSS page that we have been working in. So DLR underscore tables. We are looking for first column. So down at the bottom where we've got column or COL hashtag first column, under the background we're going to set the width. Whoops, I've got caps locks on. There we go. The width to 16%. Okay, and then day columns, we're going to set the width to 12%. And this percentage is of the table. Okay, so the row height is going to be, let's see, under T-foot, we're going to create a new style. It's going to be table.schedule, T-head, TR. Okay, so we're in the T-head, which is the very first line, table row. Okay, this is where it's got the time and then Monday, Tuesday, whatever. We're going to set the height at 30 px. Okay, and then the next one we're going to do is table.schedule tbody tr. Okay, so this is going to have, this is going to be all the other, the body. Height is 40 px. All right, so let's save this and see our changes when we refresh the browser. Okay, so you see that we have some spacing here. The width of the column, so let's flip back over. We're going to add some padding and vertical align. So let me just real quick, you see how these are just centered? Okay, we're going to change that with the vertical align. Okay, so we need to be where we set the TH and the TD. Okay. Under border, we're going to set padding at 5 px. And here is our vertical align. We're going to align this to the top. Okay, so we'll save and look at our changes real quick. Okay, you see it spaced it a little bit, and the vertical align now is at the top. On page 474 through 477, there's a whole section about tables and responsive design. And when I say responsive design, I'm talking about cell phones. Okay, tables do not do well with cell phones. It's hard to read. You're probably going to have to set another style sheet where you use the remember the query where it looks for the screen size and it changes the design based on that screen size. So mobile users will be able to view your table. So review that and make sure that you understand what it's talking about. Okay, so we are finished with this table. Okay, this is our final look to this. Okay, so we're going to kind of, I'm going to close this. We're going to kind of change gears a little bit and check out a different page. So we're looking for DLR underscore LW0414. Okay, I'm going to rename it. I'm going to take out the underscore TXT like we normally do. I'm going to open it up in Notepad++ and add my name and date. All right, and save it. And just to know what we're looking at, let's preview this in a browser. Okay, so there's a lot of text on this page. Okay, you want to kind of steer away from so much text on a page because you know as well as I do, people are not going to read that. Okay, but we're going to try to design this a little bit so it's a little easier to read and a little more inviting to read. So I'm going to look for DLR underscore columns underscore TXT, and let's take out the dot or the underscore TXT. All right, let's edit this with Notepad++. I'm going to add my name and my date. Okay, so in this style sheet, under column styles, we are going to put in a style here. I'm on page 480 if you're following along in the book. I'm going to say at media only screen and min dash width 641 pixels. Okay, and what this is going to do, this is going to apply the style only to screen devices wider than 640 pixels. Okay, so we've got article, and we're going to use browser extensions. And all this does is it tries to ensure that this is going to work across all browsers. Okay, so dash MOZ dash column count 2. Okay, so we're trying to make this 2 columns. And then we're going to do WebKit, oops, column count 2. And then just column count 2. Okay, so we're going to save this and go back to the HTML page. And again, you're going to have to link this new style sheet. Okay, so if you do this and you don't see any changes when you view it in a browser, you may not have linked your style sheet. All right. So let's look at this in the browser again. I'm going to refresh my page. And I should have 2 columns, and I do not. So let me figure out what's going on. Okay, I may have found it. I have a colon right there instead of a semicolon. Maybe, just maybe, that was my problem. And it was. Okay. There we go, 2 columns. So still a lot of text on this page, but it's not as much of a scroll down as it used to be. So hopefully people will read the text. Okay, that's your goal, is to get people to read what you put on the web. I guess it's not always a guarantee though.